Hello everybody, we are here with Timo Kotipelto, lead singer of Stratovarius. Hi Timo, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing actually pretty good. Day is full of interviews and I'm happy to talk to you.
Yeah, happy to talk to you too. 7 years since Eternal, your latest album, but now we have Survive, your new baby born. In your personal opinion, tell me what is for you the most important skill or mindset to survive?
That is a very good question to start with. I think, first of all, you should trust your instincts. But nowadays, like, what really bothers me is like there's so much bullshit on social media, like you have to really know how to read media, let's put it this way, and avoid all the like untrue facts and try to find what is actually true. I think that's of course very important. But then on the bigger level, I think we should try to slow down this global warming. There's only one song on the album of this, but I'm very concerned about what's going on. We as a band, we are not trying to preach about this stuff. We just wrote one song about it, then it's up to the listener if they're gonna do something. And of course, if we can make one person to start think him or herself about what's going on, and then we are happy. But in the end, this is of course music, and on this Survive album, the lyrics are quite dark, but still I think the songs are like uplifting, power metal, and you can get energy.
Yes, this you're talking about goes directly with my next question, because I can feel in these new songs this pessimistic view of the whole world, but I see also a light that doesn't want to go out, and I really like that. And I wanted to ask you, in a way, answer this, but how you, what is your main concern nowadays? You talk about the global warming. And how do you see the humankind in the future?
Of course, you can be negative about it. Can we actually do something and do it? But the bigger question is that do we want to do? Do we want to, like make changes in our lives that we are like used to doing nowadays? But first of all, we are not saints ourselves as a band members, because if we want to do like festivals, we need to fly. And of course, we are also part of this people who are polluting the planet. But I can say slowly that there will be changes, like at least in Europe. Of course, there are still countries who don't give a fuck what's going on, that they pollute whatever they want. And unfortunately, that's affecting everybody. There are like these idiotic things like there's a war going on in Europe, and it's amazing to see how stupid people are, but they still want to kill each other. It's like it's unbelievable.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
Well, okay, one superpower. There's actually a song on this album which is called Before the Fall. And the song is about like these egoistic asshole leaders of some countries. I don't want to mention any. Probably people know some who are like leading their country, and they don't think about happiness of the people, but they think what is good for themselves. So I would like, if there would be a button, I would start maybe by pressing it and then fucking up their mind, that they be like kind people and think about everybody else. That I would start with. That was a good question, and the answer was probably a little bit weird.
Wow, no, it's a good point. It's a good point, and wow, like change people's minds or something like that.
Yeah.
Into a good.
At least those people who have the power and they use it in the wrong way. Mm-hmm. That's of course. There's a lot of other things. This came to my mind immediately. Press this like one button that would change the mindset. But also maybe at the same time it would remove all the nuclear weapons and everything like.
That's
But there's so many things you could do.
So talking about the past years, the lockdown, and about survive, how did you manage to survive in those times? How did you spend your time?
Well, our last show before the pandemic was, we were doing South American tour, and half of the shows they were like our own club shows and like bigger venues, and then half of the shows we supported Slipknot on the Not Festival. And last show was in Bogota, Colombia, December 6th. I remember it because that's also the Independence Day of Finland. So we were there, like, after the show we were with the Finnish embassy guy, drinking vodka and waving Finnish flags. And who would have thought that next 2 years there's gonna be nothing? So it's been like, of course, for all the people who work on entertainment business, bar owners, and probably you guys as well, it's been like so big thing that basically you don't have any work, no income. We were sort of lucky that we've been doing okay, and then we decided, because it was like we didn't know what's gonna happen in the next 2 years, so we decided that okay, maybe now we don't have any shows, why don't we start composing? So we started composing basically already, I think 2019 first songs, but then especially last year and the year before. But it also affected us because Jens was supposed to come to my studio already 2020, when was it, March, April, and then there were no flights. So, but we managed, and then of course if you check out the lyrics on this album, they are kind of a dark or negative, but it's because that's how we felt at the time, so why write about happy things if you don't feel happy yourself? But now I'm happy because we get all the negativity out of our system, and then on the other hand, the music is uplifting. So it's like a weird mix. The lyrics are like not so happy, but the music is still like power metal.
And now you're back again. You have been playing many festivals this summer, among them Wacken Open Air, and you've been also in Leyendas del Rock here in Spain. How was it going back on those stages?
It has been fantastic. The beginning was like kind of a difficult, not like singing or playing wise, but how to organize everything. Like after a few years of break, then you're suddenly like, what do you need like for a show, and then who people you need to hire and who's gonna help us to make the show. That was like almost starting from the fresh. But then after a few festivals, now it's been fluent. And what has surprised me is that there's been so many people watching us. It was not like this 5 years ago, but suddenly now there's like a lot of people, and they also like our new songs, even though they've been out, like the first 2 singles, they've been out like a couple of months, and the last song came out last weekend. And it was nice to play Leyendas del Rock, and the promoter, he was nice enough that he gave us like earlier playing, because if we would have played later in the evening, like the original plan was, then we could not have made it to Wacken. So now I was able to sleep at least 3 hours, so then it was possible. But it's been fantastic, and also other festivals, there's been a lot of people, and something is going on that people have found us again, and they are there singing the songs.
Is there a favorite for you? Favorite festival or a city or a country? That one that you say yes when it's confirmed?
There's quite many, of course. Finland is the home territory. It's easier and nice to play here. I would love to play like more club shows in Spain on the next tour, because that's always very important. And then also Latin America is like, the audience is fantastic. So I think we're gonna go there next year. But also what is totally different, but which is nice, is also Japan. People are so preserved. They don't go completely crazy, but the way they show that they like you is like, and it's like, it's different. I love both ends.
Thank you very much, Timo, for your time. It's been such a pleasure for us to having you here. if there's anything you want to tell to your fans here in Beauty and the Beast, the time is now.
Thank you. Of course, thank you for the interview, but thank you all of you people who've been supporting us throughout the years, because it's been like ups and downs, but now, Stratovarius, we survived and we are back. Check out this new album, it just came out, and when we come to play live, see you there. Muchas gracias.
Yeah, see you there, absolutely. A lot of success with your new album, Survive. Thank you very much.
Thank you.